Krsnamayi lives in Los Angeles. She met Srila Gurudeva in May of 2000, received Diksha in December of 2001. And I know that she has beautiful Pushpanjali planned. Haribol, Didi. So beautiful to see you. Dandavat.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksharun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurudeva Namaha. Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Wow, what a beautiful assembly of brothers and sisters from all over the world. This was a bit of a surprise because we signed up and we thought it was for tomorrow at 8 p.m. But now it was tonight at 8 p.m. So Madani just texted us and we were like, okay, we weren't exactly ready, but you know, we're so happy to be here and share with our worldwide beautiful family of Srila Gurudev. I want to just tell a quick story and then I have a poem that I'm going to share. But I didn't know what I was going to say. And then I was just listening to a class of Srimati Shamarani Didi. And it just reminded me of when I met Srila Gurudeva, when I received Harinam in December of 2000. I met him in May of 2000, but in December of 2000, the day of the Harinam initiation in San Diego, California, was the day of my maternal grandmother's funeral. And I was very concerned that I wasn't going to be able to make it to my grandmother's funeral and the initiation. But they said, don't worry, the initiation's in the morning and then you can leave. It's about 2.5 to hour drive. So of course I was a little late and I was driving like a complete maniac, like 100 miles an hour on the freeway because I'm always late and it really upsets my parents. And I was like, I cannot be late for my grandma's funeral. And it was a Ekadasi and I was fasting and I show up and right when I pull, and I got lost. I got lost right when I pulled up to the funeral place. I was lost and I pulled up and I see people start coming out of the, building. And I was like, oh my gosh, I missed the whole thing. This is horrible. And I just started praying to Gurudev and I was chanting and I was like, oh my gosh, my dad and my mom are going to hate this Hare Krishna thing. They're going to hate these devotees because I can't even make it on time for my grandma's funeral. And I go in and I was just like standing in the back. I only snuck by my cousin who was okay with it. And then my dad came up to me and he gave me a hug and he was like, yeah, I saw you in the back the whole time. And I was like, yeah, I was like completely shocked. Like, oh my gosh, like it gave me so much faith in Srila Gurudev. Like he somehow or another made it so that my dad saw me in the back there so that, they wouldn't be adverse to me, being an aspiring devotee. And then, they had a little gathering after, and my uncle, I gave him a hug and I gave him a kiss on the forehead and he was like, happy birthday. And this was in December and my birthday's in May. And I was like, it's not my birthday. And then I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it is. It is my birthday. It's my real transcendental birthday. And so it was just like immediately I had so much faith and so much, it was just so magical. It was just such a magical experience. And, I am a teacher in Los Angeles in a public school. And I somehow or another, by Gurudev's mercy, I could, as a cultural experience and everything, I could bring the kids to meet Srila Gurudev. I could have them draw pictures of Krishna. And Gurudev would love to meet my students whenever he would come to Los Angeles. He would literally look at each of their drawings and like give like attention to each of their drawings and give attention to each of them, pat each of them on the head. I remember once I went to Houston to see him and I made a poster of all their drawings. And he said, tell them I love them. He was just so compassionate. and so kind and merciful, even to the little 8-year-olds. And still, these kids are adults now, and I'm still in touch with a lot of them, and they remember meeting Srila Gurudeva. It was so impactful for them. So I just wanted to make a quick commercial before I read my poem, that during this pandemic, because it's such crazy time with so many lockdowns, especially here in Los Angeles, we've been locked down for a year. We have a garage full of Srila Gurudev's books. He didn't want his books in cold storage. And thanks to Srimati Shamarani Didi and the GVP book sponsorship, thanks to Vasanti Dasi, we are offering any amount of books and posters for any donation plus shipping. And this has been going on. We've been very fortunate to be able to mail out tons of books. It's a good way, to get the books out. Normally we go to so many festivals and meet so many kind, sincere souls, but that's not able to be going on right now. Normally we have Gaudiya Girls here, where the beautiful ladies go out and distribute so many books. So for now, this is a great way to get the mercy out. We also have Kunj Kirtan posters available. If you go to bhaktiart.net, you could get them on there, order them on there, and we will ship them out to you. I'm very grateful for the service. I'm very grateful to Srimati Shamarani Devi for engaging us during these difficult times. And so if you're interested, you could contact.
Wait.
Unmute.
Okay, I'm unmuted. You could contact Vasanti Dasi. I am very familiar with Zoom because I've been teaching on Zoom. Now I teach third grade, I teach 8 and 9-year-olds. So this is like my world here of the Zoom world. Contact Vasanti Dasi for any amount of books and posters for any donation. They're great gifts, especially the posters. Any holiday, it's nice to even, I have so many colleagues and so many family members that necessarily aren't practicing, Krishna consciousness, but you can't deny the beauty of these art pieces. So I'm very grateful to Vasanti and Shamarani for keeping us engaged during these difficult times. So I'm going to quickly read a poem so that Shivananda could come. He has so many beautiful remembrances of Gurudev as his guard. So for your centennial, 100 years, the full gamut of emotions from joy to tears. Not possible for you to be glorified by a conditioned soul, but it's our duty to try, although full of faults and holes. I offer pranam unto you, who award all spiritual perfection, who is the embodiment of all auspiciousness and leads us in the right direction. You bestow all happiness and transcendental knowledge. You are friend to the fallen. The whole world should pay you homage. You bestow the spiritual bliss that exists within your own heart. Srimati Radha's love for Krishna you came here to impart. An ocean of mercy, your eyes are the abode of bliss, residing in Vraj, an incarnation of auspiciousness. With effulgent moonbeams of knowledge, you destroy ignorance, showering the world with Gora Prem as a means of deliverance. In this world, you are the shelter of all living beings, the treasure house of Prema Bhakti, your lotus feet, the only true meaning. Through you, Mahaprabhu's flood of mercy flows. Because of you, the service to Srimati Radhika we know. We learned the definition of pure devotional service because you decided to come, rendering transcendental loving service to Krishna, Anabhilasita Sunyam. You translated the Rasik literatures with diligence and care. The nectar you collected, you didn't hoard, but shared. You perform bhajan in Vrindavan with devotion and love, detached yet extreme concern and care for others, obviously sent from above. Eternally residing in Vraj, completely immersed in bliss, granting the entrance to their service a chance not to be missed. You have fulfilled the inner heart's desire of Gaura Hari, that Radha Dasyam is the goal, bestowing the path of Rag Bhakti. Yugacharya, yet no trace of pride despite incomparable fame. You traveled the globe and distributed the pure holy name. Like Mahaprabhu displaying your final pastimes in Puridam, then eternally living in Sri Navadvip with your holy master, Srila Bhakti Pragyan. Your name is the repository of compassion. Kindly shower me with such. Manifesting bhakti, bhav, and prem, the nurturer of devotion to all you touch. Forgetting you and absorbed in worldliness, I've suffered many pains. You are the embodiment of Vedanta. Please give me taste for the holy name. Without you, I have no other. At your feet, rapture is found alone. Have mercy on me. I fall before you, taking shelter. Keep me as your own. Srila Gurudeva ki jai. Anatakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Wow, Krishnamayi, that was so beautiful.